Hi guys. This is a little switch up. Shout out to Mr. Jerry for coming on the hot seat. This is week two's hot seat. In my opinion, is one of my favorite hot seats that we had so far. We have Mr. Jerry itself talking about Don't Sleep versus 305 versus Peaky. Should Jerry help out Peaky more on that side? We also had did Johan kind of escalate the situation in the done deal brawl that got Roger suspended essentially. And man, it's a lot of detailed info that he gave to us. We also spoke about the Andy don't sleep situation. What was the real cause of that? And who did Jerry bench? Did he bench Kevin? Did he bench Willie or Peter? Or even worse, who did he GG? Some say also in this episode that David is a better overall player than Chris D. Shout out to the Rhodes. Peace.
Tiene a los hombres puestos locos, a las mujeres indecisas. Y no la culpa es que cualquiera va a caer con su sonrisa.
All right, guys, we're back and we're better. Let's start off with saying this is brought to you by The Rhodes. Did I say it right this time, Andy? Don't be mad at me. I apologized. But just wanted to make sure we have someone that is very popular in the main chat, someone that has become a lot of, I would say, a lot of people's favorite or top five or bottom five, maybe more towards the bottom, but the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jerry. How you doing, sir?
What it do, baby? What's up, fellas?
So if you've seen the hot seat before, it's a lot of, getting a lot of details in, getting a lot of things that people don't know, perspectives from different sides. So a lot of people say that I usually start off slow or I'm like repetitive. And I agree. There's some times where I do that, right? But we all get better. We all improve. So let's just bring up a random ass topic because I feel like we've only heard one side of this topic for a really long time. And we're gonna go back to 305 and Don't Sleep, right? There was a big brawl, because Dundee almost had one, thank God we didn't. But it just reminds me of that situation. And I had Peaky on the show. I don't know if you saw the episode. I had Peaky on the show, and he said his side of the story. And you're Mister, you're in Don't Sleep. So I want to hear your perspective, what you thought, the whole scenario. Give us some details from the Don't Sleep side, because now Don't Sleep is a part of the Done Deal family. So let us know.
I want to start off with saying that it was uncalled for. We're grown men. I also want to say it didn't just fall from the fucking sky. I say this all the time. You should never touch a woman, right? But there's
Right.
nobody ever asks how did you get to that point. Like, there's a million reasons why a woman sets you off, or you ask what went wrong. Nobody asks what went wrong, right? It's just that the person that hit,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
But we know you don't touch a woman. So it's football talk. Except Peaky wants to be like, how the fuck did this happen? It shouldn't happen, but everybody on the field understands why it fucking went down. So that night, we'll go straight to the play. Kevin, whatever it is, he might have flopped or whatever, and supposedly Peaky put his hands on him like he would do anybody, which is fine because that's how Peaky plays. But the whole game. Oh, number one, it wasn't Don't Sleep. It's Don't Sleep and two fucking guys. The two guys that are not Don't Sleep is what happened. The whole game, he's talking shit. He's doing his shit talking. And then I think it was actually the whole tournament. Peaky doing what Peaky does, which is fine. But the problem is that if you don't play with Peaky or you haven't played against him,
You don't know.
it just seems like he's a fucking dick. And if you're somebody that doesn't have that fuck it in your brain, that I'm sorry, that doesn't set it off. Like if you say fuck it, like don't fuck it. Like this is not what we're not gonna fight here. Well, he bumped into or ran into a guy that said fuck this shit and went straight after him. Now Peaky, being Peaky and agile as fuck, I don't know how he did it. He threw his hands up, almost did a backflip. The guy jabbed like through I don't know how many punches. Peaky just whack swerved.
Damn, I wish there was film on that. Fuck.
Well, yeah, I saw it. So I look, everybody's rushing the field now.
Oh shit.
His father is rushing the field. His father, now once I saw that, I went straight to Peaky's dad. Because Peaky and his father, his family, I have met multiple times through football tournaments and Shorty's barbecue. So they came to Shorty's all the time. So my head was not the old man. You know what I'm saying? Not that he's old as fuck, but you don't hit it. You're not going to jump an older dude. So I went straight for Peaky's father. After that, I looked left, and Hector is a savage. I'd rather his brain had said, all right, now hit somebody, but he just stood there just fucking hitting, just swallowing punches, bro. I'm talking about like, you know those fighters in MMA or UFC that are boxing that they just stand there and first they talk shit, take hits. Hector was just taking hits. Boom, then all of a sudden this shit just stopped. Then throughout the days, it was Peaky. So supposedly even like Peaky said, we had a playoff game. This is when I really got defensive with Peaky because you know how there's a thin line between love and hate. I've always loved Peaky because on the field, he talked that shit, but he was one of the guys that could back it up. Just like in this fucking chat, everybody could talk that shit about Jerry, his age, defense, but it's hard to get on a team, only play defense, and now I can't go on offense, which I played, and now shit on you because you shit on me and I get to back it up. No, now you're just playing defense in a sport where it's just set up for offense. I can't even bump you at the line. So where was I going? Peaky, like in that chat that we have, is the only motherfucker that could talk shit and say anything, to be honest. He's the only one that's been on a team, him and Chink, the only ones that have been on a team that had dominated. I'm talking about years. They went on a run where 305, bro, I don't know, just did everything. They won everything. So he's the only one that can talk that shit. I don't know. I forgot where I was going with this. Can you help me out?
Well, you were saying that the days transpired and that Peaky.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Monday night we have playoffs, and this is like I said, the thin line between love and hate, supposedly. And it was one of the red zone owners or whatever saying Peaky says he doesn't understand why we're playing. It happened in red zone. He feels unsafe. Don't Sleep can show up and shoot somebody. Now, knowing Peaky, he's dramatic. So I could believe that he said that. So that shit pissed me off. So then we played him that night. I had never been so fucking angry. He knows. I was talking shit below the belt. Fuck him. Fuck you, Peaky, or you're crying like a little bitch. I hate it because he said, don't sleep, when he fucking knew that it wasn't don't sleep. And like nobody jumped in for you. Your whole 305 jumped in for you. That whole, like, you can't blame when you play the villain role, you do it well and you've won. But at that moment, you're like, yo, you talk that shit. You got yourself into this. Now fight yourself out of it.
Right.
But like I said, I went after his dad. And his boys jumped in and backed him up. But excuse me if you don't want to help 305.
Right. So
that league, that Monday night league, that's where I let it all out. I was angry because, like I said, I love Peaky on and off the field, but there's a thin line between love and hate. And now, because I felt like we gone through some shit, like, you should know better and don't sleep. Like, I know that this is just flag, but we end up it becomes a community thing. Clearly, Done Deal has done such a fucking great job of exposing that. And that's where me and Peaky really stopped talking to each other. Or I should say I stopped talking to him, because he's going to say, I didn't stop talking to anybody, you know? I don't understand why nobody doesn't like me.
So you would say right now your relationship with Peaky, like, you guys don't communicate, like, you guys don't, like, none of that stuff, or?
Oh no, I'm back on the left side.
Oh, you're back on the left side. So we're just talking. This was months ago.
That was the heat of the moment, and I was pissed. And then it translated to the next day because we got a phone call from Red Zone saying 305 Peaky doesn't feel safe. He says we could show up there and shoot a park up. Don't sleep. And he knows it wasn't fucking don't sleep. There was 2 other guys.
Right. And those guys weren't at that Monday. They weren't showing up that Monday, correct?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, because everybody goes after Jerry on defense. We needed new guys, and we were trying those guys out. Yeah, listen, Willie, my guys know I've been slowly trying to get off don't sleep defensively, but we're like, I'm gonna show up because we're playing. They need somebody to play. But yeah, my time has come, and
so
that's
you're
why
saying that you want to like finish playing like at these like competitive tournaments? That's what you're saying?
No, yes and no. I want to stop playing at Top Gun. That's it. It's already there. There's so like I don't have it. Like my mind is there. I know the route. I know everything that's coming. And my legs aren't following. So I want to do what I've always done, but not competitively anymore. I want to have my drinks. I want to get fucked up. I want to be with Pete, who wants to do the same shit, which Pete can still compete competitively. I'm not speaking for him, but we play in B, C, lo que sea. And then I go see my fellow Miami competitive teams and go cheer them on drunk as fuck, starting shit on the sideline.
Pete is Peter, right?
Yeah, that's the man. Yeah.
Cowboys?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So right now in Dundee, how many Don't Sleep members do we have? 4?
It was supposed to be 5. I probably wouldn't have been a fucking captain. Sorry ass Andy jumped out.
Oh, that brings me up to something. Didn't Don't Sleep and Andy have a fallout?
No, absolutely not.
All right, give me the talk to me, because I mean I just hear these things, and then I know this was like it was before the tournament, the Dundee tournament, and Andy played, and I think I heard that like Andy wasn't a part of Don't Sleep, or he got cut, or something like that. What happened there, man? Talk to us.
Nothing happened. That's in-house. You see what I mean? That's you're not gonna get that. That's
not
in-house.
Nothing. Or was he cut though?
No, absolutely not.
So he left and then y'all like he came back type shit.
It wasn't left, y'all came back type shit. No, that was one of our boys venturing out.
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like he wanted out because he didn't think Don't Sleep had it. So then he couldn't find something better. So he's like, oh, let me might as well get Don't Sleep. All right, I got it. I get the whole gist of it.
No.
No, that's what you're saying. I get it. Yeah.
No, it happened. No, don't do that. Okay, now that was good though. You'll get me to speak on it. It has nothing to do with Andy because Andy gets a bad rep and Andy is misunderstood. That dude's a great dude and he's a fucking problem on the field.
I mean, he's satanic on the field. That guy's dangerous as fuck. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One Wednesday night in Red Zone, there was a family dispute that decided to be 2 guys saying fuck you to each other and we're not gonna fucking play and we'll figure it out. And actually, the conversation between him and I and to smooth things over happened in a Dundee tournament.
God, I fucking love this shit, bro. So you're saying that Dundee helped?
Dundee has helped me with Peaky and me with Andy.
Wow. Why didn't Andy?
It's also helped me get the fuck out of competitive.
Hell yeah, because you get to drink, you get to do what you love, you get to draft, you get to draft shitty. We'll talk about that later. But
we should talk about that.
We get to do stuff. So I appreciate you being honest with us and you giving us some perspective to the people that are very interested in the the flag football world. Some people like to know some details. I could be wrong, but I think you are the first Don't Sleep member to really tell your side of the story. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for being very vocal about that. So the reason why I asked that question is because and I'm not afraid to talk about any topic, is Dundee almost had a situation like that, but it was like in-house versus random ass people that were at the park, and I saw that you were there. I just saw it. You were present. You were I heard your voice multiple times. You were trying to de-escalate the situation. I remember you saying like, "Hey, like we have no problems or whatever, but you do understand when people come up to us and they say that they're Nike athletes paid or something like that, that we're gonna feel a certain type of way." Like you were very like calm, professional, whatever you want to freaking call it. I saw you. You were killing, right? So tell us from A to Z what happened, your perspective, and all that.
I'll pick up right after you. I spoke to the coach,
Right.
because once the Nike athlete spoke, I already knew there was no there wasn't going to be positive back and forth. There's no point. Like he threw out the Nike athlete, so there's no point in talking to that guy.
So he thought that he was here, and he thought that we were like over here.
Yeah, there was no point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not him and I versus the problem. Now it's going to be just him and I versus each other.
Right.
So coach came along, and then I said, "Look, no disrespect, but put yourself in my shoes. If somebody says that you're a Nike athlete while you're trying to have a conversation, what the fuck do I care?" So that coach actually laughed. He goes, "No, I understand, because I saw you nod your head at us when you saw his training." So here's the problem. It got de-escalated. There's two guys that brought it back up. One is your commissioner. Yeah, he's commissioner, Joan, and the other one was Roger. I guess you look surprised.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because I want to get your perspective on this.
And I'm not talking shit because I said it in the chat.
Hey, bro. Hey.
And he was trying to defend. Oh no, I'm not talking shit.
No, I mean it's fine. No, I'm enjoying this. Yeah.
I'll talk shit if I want to, because that's fine.
Well, you're gonna eventually talk shit, so it's fine.
But I'm leaving, which I understand John's part, because he was defending his guys. Right. But he came in with his chest out and he was like, "How about you don't talk to my guys, I don't talk to your guys?" And I was like, "What the fuck? That's not the energy. That's not the tone." I will give the benefit of doubt. There was a little what he said between him and the coach. It might have gone left, but I had just spoken to the guy and it didn't go left. Then comes Roger. He comes into my tent. Listen, I told Roger to his face, "Fucking idiot," and he wasn't gonna do shit. And so he comes into the tent and he says, after it got de-escalated, he says, "I'll stand on the track right now." And I looked and I was like, yeah, I remember telling him, "Raj, real mature, bro." And like, "No, you're not." I didn't say no, you're not, but I was like, I looked at him with his face and I said, "Real mature response, bro." And then he didn't know the fucking guy, the Nike athlete, was, bro, like,
for you. I thought that guy like already walked out or whatever, because I kind of turned my head a bit.
Bro, he was a dart away, literally.
Wow. So he was a Kevin route away.
So I saw him like, whoop. But
Instantly.
my reaction wasn't because of the guy. My reaction was because that was the reaction. But I saw him stop, and then boom, Roger hit with I think he said ugly Brittany Griner looking ass. Anyway, I don't know. I know it was Brittany Griner. So I got pissed off because that's when Buddy was coming. He heard that shit.
That guy,
he was like, "That's family. That's my cousin." He was gonna slap he was gonna fucking Will Smith, Chris Rock.
Oh wow!
So he was coming in, and I was like, "I ain't doing shit. This ain't my fight. You can't get rocked." But I forgot who was backing it up. And the reason why I know Roger never said anything was because Roger was frozen from that moment. He was like, "I fucked up."
No, he knew. He didn't say one word.
He knew he fucked up.
I had to grab him and I tried to take him to the opposite side, and bro, that guy was just relentless, bro.
And then because of how heated the other guy was, obviously it escalated the coach, and then he heard what he said, and he was like,
then they found out, yeah.
And then but Roger, not once. It was a good joke. It was a bad crowd. It was a good joke. It was a bad crowd. But there was no fucking any racism. There was he didn't slur anything.
Right. Yeah,
which is fucked up. That's I don't know, whatever. Somebody said something, but it wasn't Roger. I don't know who it was. Right. But it wasn't Roger.
Right. That was a good point. You brought on because I haven't heard that take that you thought that Johan also was a slight a factor. You know, because I do get it, and I'm trying to think from like the other people's point of view, from the Nike athletes' point of views. Like if someone goes and says that, then they're gonna feel a certain type of way. But at the same time, to defend Johan, like he probably had no idea what was actually going on because he was
Listen,
on the other side, and then
listen,
people are telling him something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen. If you're the cop, I would never mention Joan.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? But this is done deal.
right.
And I already said it to Joan in the chat. But like I said, I don't know the tone. I don't know the text. I don't know why he said that. And he was defending his guys. The only reason why I got pissed off of Joan and Roger was because I already spoke to the coach and it already de-escalated.
Right.
It got to the point where I told him, how about this? How about we watch out for you and you watch out for us? Because out of habit, I exaggerated. We play here every weekend and we never have to look out for runners. I understand that this is a running area, but out of habit, none of us ever have to look out
Yeah,
for
we've
that.
never been in this situation before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I listen. When I spoke to Andre, I spoke to like a bunch of people. I understand like the other people's point of view. Like they're trying to train, they're trying to do this and that. But like when you come a certain type of way, and then you throw out, I'm a fucking paid Nike athlete, you know, training at Tropical Park. Like, bro, like stop, you know. But it is what it is. Situation got handled. Thank God. Nothing went further. I shout out all my done dealers for not escalating to highest point, but still being that we were all there, you know, just in case. But I'm glad it stopped. Do you agree with the punishment?
No,
No.
nope.
So what do you think's fair?
Conversation, bro. We're grown ass adults. We all listen, man. Let's not be two faced. We've all said our jokes. We've all said our shit. If that guy wasn't there, none of that. Like he didn't. Okay, so he didn't face those people and said that, and then that escalated the situation. He thought he was talking to me, and I think
I was
I think
making a joke with his boys or whatever.
I think it was me and Ian. He was in a first time like, who the fuck is right there listening to your joke?
Right. I mean, I would say, like, what would you say more like our Dundee community is leaning towards? You think it was like leaning towards a fair decision or unfair decision? Because I really haven't heard that many people say, "Oh, he shouldn't have gotten suspended."
I think now it's just, I don't know. I'm from the old school, bro. I'm not with this fucking liberal shit. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter what you believe. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Right.
And you got to put yourself in people's these situations. Like, come on, bro. Done deal is a big ass fucking troll. We all sit in the tent and talk shit.
That's true.
He didn't say anything crazy.
Yeah, he didn't say anything crazy, but
and can we not? We always take people into consideration, right?
Right.
Like if you have a history of something or whatever it is. Oh, the man, like I think is suicidal if he doesn't have done deal. That's my opinion. So if you take that, and obviously I'm fucking exaggerating, but if you take that into consideration, the guy like eats, breathes, sleeps, done deal.
Right.
As a sponsor.
Right.
I think how you say for that he should have known better. Well, I say for that y'all should know better too. That's not something that he would not jeopardize done deal.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when the decision was made and the conversation was had, we all shared our thoughts. We all shared our opinions. We all thought what was fair, and then we came up with the best possible outcome according to all of our opinions. A lot of us had different opinions. A lot of us had similar opinions. But at the end of the day, I'm behind it 100%. And what people don't really think about is, yeah, you could say, oh, nothing really happened. It wasn't that bad. But God forbid, what would have happened? What would have happened if we would have lost Tropical Park? If a bunch of people would have to been kicked out because of fighting or whatever the case may be, you know, at the end of the day, we got to protect Dundee, and it's like you say, it's a big troll, but it's a
But
big troll, and we're the ones that make it like this, right? But it's not gonna be no big troll, and there's not gonna be no chat or nothing like that when we have people recklessly not being aware of their surroundings when we have situations like that. And we spoke to Roger. We had conversations. I spoke to him personally right after. I even had dinner with him after, like lunch with him at Hooters. So, at the end of the day, I think this is gonna be
stop.
something that's easily gonna be not. Yeah, I think will be easily forgotten. After these 2 weeks, and I really hope that no situation like this will ever come about.
But also, at the end of the day, bad shit sometimes just happens. That's why you investigate.
Right.
So if let's say if you do lose done deal at Tropical Park, right? You lost done deal at Tropical Park because other grown ass men don't know how to act. The other
Agreed.
party, like so
That's
when
a
you
factor, too.
investigate, and you as being real with yourself say that easily could have been me. You can't blame it on the fucking guy if it easily could have been you.
Right. I mean,
But
listen,
but
all
yeah,
these
I mean,
factors were
I
considered,
get it.
and
I get it.
I get both sides. I mean, it was tough. It wasn't a freaking easy decision to make, but it is what it is. It's done. It's GG'd, as I like to say it, and no, I love you, Roger, and I know you'll be out there soon, helping your team take more L's. All right. So let's talk football. Done deal football. Let's talk about your rookie season, young man. You had a pretty historic season, but I do remember you being ranked pretty high that season, and you falling all the way down to Chris D. Now, what I was hearing, because I didn't know you personally, right? So I just hear things, doesn't mean I make my own, conclusion of everything, but I just hear, oh, a lot of people don't like Jerry, and that's why he fell, or a lot of people don't think Jerry sucks or whatever. That's why he fell. And I remember Chris D saying these. He's like, I'm pretty sure he said this. I'm like 80% at draft day. He's like, oh shit, I know a lot of y'all don't like him, but if he drops to me, I'm picking up. I don't give a fuck. Something like that. I could be wrong, but he said something around those words. So what are your thoughts about you dropping that far in your rookie season to the Giants and yeah.
Bro, I could give three fucks. I was so happy to get in. It was hard to get in.
But yeah, it was hard that season.
I was so happy to get in, and I didn't care where the fuck I was ranked because I was old school, bro. Throw on my boots and go to work. I was like, fuck. Chris D picked me. I was like, here goes my luck, bro. I'm trying to play some offense. I haven't played offense in years. That's what I fucking did. That's how when I got into flag, that's what I started playing because I played basketball. So I got into a flag and the ball was in the air. It was a fucking rebound to me. Right? And then I got hooked up along the years with Don't Sleep. And the reason why I didn't play offense, I did my team role, but because you had guys like Debo, Kevin, Andy, fucking the guy Peter, who's can do everything, has the best hands in flag. Period. Anybody can tell you. You don't know him like that. Peter got the best hands in flag. No. Except that he's older now. But yeah, I took a back seat to the offense for obvious reasons. But done deal, I had no problem. I think Chris D, I was like, damn, my luck. I'm trying to get out of. I'm trying to retire over here, but I still love football, and this seems great. Which is, I can't even say what it's done for me. Like I'm telling you, it's done so much because there's a lot of great fucking guys in here. If not, everybody's great in here. I still get to play, but more importantly, I didn't think of it, and now I know. Like I don't want to use the word cult. The fraternity is the guys.
That's the nicer
really
word.
It's a beautiful thing.
Right. So you would definitely say that you will be a done dealer for a long time.
Yeah, physically I would have to be if I can, because I can keep dropping. I'll just drop to tier 6.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. So you had a historic run, you get drafted, right? A lot of people didn't believe in your team at the beginning. They thought, oh, Chris D can't throw, this and that. I mean, let's be honest, I wouldn't say he was throwing like at elite level, but he was getting the job done at like more than people were expecting. That defense you had was nuts. Um, you guys upsetted the number one team, one of the best rosters to ever go up into the playoffs. They end up losing Ray Martinez and get Mike Aguirre, which in my opinion was an upgrade. They had the sack leader,
Wait,
QI.
Matt. His name was Matt, right?
Who?
No. Who replaced Ray?
Mike Aguirre.
Mike. Okay.
The Spartacus, that's what they called him. Spartacus, whatever.
Okay.
Then they had the cute-eyed fuck Andres, fucking lead the league in sacks, right? They had Ricky, right? They had Skinny Zoe or Medium Zoe, whatever you want to call him, and then they had Mr. Peaky himself. So, in my opinion, as someone that's been in here since season 5, that is one of the best freaking rosters I've seen to go to into the playoffs in Done Deal. And boom, Giants versus Seahawks. Talk to us about that game.
Oh, it happened to be football, which something I don't like about Done. The only thing I do not like about Done Deal is the fucking Super Bowl series. So we beat Seahawks. Were the Seahawks? We beat them because football, because of momentum. That whole like, do you rest your guys? Do you want home field advantage? You know, in real NFL
Right.
shit. Well, we were was it the wild card, whatever it was. We played the Jags, then we played the Cowboys, and then we played Peaky. And Chris was on his shit at quarterback.
He was possessed.
From the Jaguars game, where he was even able to hit me in the middle of the field, and I was able to take it to the house, where he was hitting everybody. So once we got to Peaky, it was momentum. It was just football. It was momentum. Now, you can ask. I told my team. Some of my team actually disagreed, but I really think Peaky trading Ham was Peaky doing Peaky. No knock to Ricky, but now Peaky is known for buying time, his play calling, but now you took speed off your team on offense. So I'm pretty sure Peaky was like, I'm Peaky. I can make offense work, but I got better defensively.
Right.
I mean, but did you? Yes, because Ricky knows the game. He probably can coach him up better. I don't know Ham defensively, but I knew Ham with Peaky, maybe not with other quarterbacks, but Ham with Peaky was a fucking problem because he has the top speed, he can blow off.
Right.
Now we were facing, right when it happened, I told Chris, I was like, we're going to win our division, our conference, because now Peaky doesn't have that speed. And we could just sit back. Of course, I did get caught in the playoffs. Enzo ran a great route.
There's video of that. Yep.
Yeah, luckily it was the only touchdown that we gave up.
The game was 2-1, correct?
Yep.
What a
and I think
wow.
it was like 4 interceptions. So yeah, I gave up that one touchdown, but I know I had an interception that he was going back.
So that was a very big thing that season, that trade that he made for Ricky. And a lot of people were saying that. So I did hear that on a more consistent basis. And now we could say, because after what happened, yeah, that was a shitty trade. But, I mean...
Hey, but listen, what I give Peaky is Peaky goes big or he fucking goes home.
Yeah, I mean, I real talk, I probably would have made that trade that Peaky made, like, in my opinion.
But
I don't think that's why they lost, though. Like, I really don't think that whatsoever. It's like you said, bro, you guys came out swinging. They weren't prepared whatsoever. Sometimes having a bye week, well, it's always been a good thing in Done Deal, but I think for that specific series, I just think you guys playing a little bit more. I think, right? You guys played on one more game than them, or
I think so, yeah. Because like I said, we played the Jags.
You guys were what seed were you? Number 3?
Yes, yeah.
So you didn't get a bye week.
The Seahawks beat us twice, and
Okay.
we played. It was great because we played them like the last game of the season for the second seed. even though when we lost, it was like some team. I think the Cowboys. I don't know somebody. We still could have had the second seed. But if we would have beat the Seahawks, we would have controlled it.
Right. And yeah, it ended up being great, and then you guys ended up going to the finals, and you ran into a team that was just built perfectly.
No.
No? Oh, you want to say it's because it's the best out of the whole fucking whatever?
No.
Or Forest or
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Forest.
Yes.
So what did Forrest go out partying the day before? What was his?
Forrest fucking got lit 2 nights before, and then the next fucking day had wine day with his fucking chick, and then showed up fucking dehydrated and bald.
Why
until
people?
Guess what? Because if you remember, as soon as the Super Bowl started, he fucking couldn't play. He started cramping. So we didn't even you can't even say he started the game and they were beating us. No, I guarantee. Listen. What I do guarantee is that it was going to be
series.
Oh my, yeah, and I'm betting on us because now I have Forrest giving David pressure, and now the great Mikey and the great Speed Manny with me and Chris playing back.
Oh, that's true.
I would have bet on that. But with Forrest putting pressure on David.
That's the difference of
today. We got a fucking chat that is the Giants rejects because Chris got a new Giants. So we got a chat. That's the Giants rejects. Hey bro, like I told Chris, I love him forever. He drafted me. He's a first draft done deal, always. And I tell him almost all the time, don't forget we lost because of you. Forrest.
Good. To Forrest.
Yeah.
That's my next thing coming to the deal because there's a difference. You say a lot of people come out to party, to drink, have a good time, just chill, good vibes. But bro, at the end of the day, bro, like I'm trying to win that star. You feel me? I'm trying to get to that level, and I'm not saying maybe lack of leadership or whatever the case may be on that Giants team. I'm not questioning. At the end of the day, you guys got to the fucking finals, right? But I would have. Days before, I would have fucking had a conversation with Forrest. I'm like, bro, you're not fucking going anywhere. Do you not understand, like, that this is how important this is to us? You know, like this means something more. Like you're such an important time. Like you do understand that if you don't go out and you don't drink, we win 100%.
In hindsight, I wish I would have had that conversation.
But now you experienced that. So now transition. Done deal captain. So now it all lies on you. You had that great experience. You understood what to do and not to do. And then, boom, here comes the Bills. You get selected as captain. You were pissed about that, correct?
I have an opinion about that, yeah. I think at the end of the show, I'm supposed to have my statement or a question for you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, also, you want to say that towards the end? That question? Okay, that's a question you're going to ask me.
I guess I don't have a question. I have more of a state. Yeah, I need to know if you guys are going to do better with the captain selection. Because I'm going to tell you, you know how we feel like this season got a little rushed? Not that I have history with it.
I understand.
I'm just happy to be in it.
Okay.
Things tell me that, fuck it, let's put Jerry. I wasn't even looked at like from the beginning because I was at the fucking scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Only reason I went to the scrimmage was because the Don't Sleep guys were there and they were like, come out. And I'm like, fuck no, you guys are all the way in Casa Carajo. To do what? They're like, no, we'll get beer after. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to hang out. Let's go. It's the only reason I was there. I was with my kid. I had my kid that day.
Yes, the matter, yes.
Yeah, she's over at football. She's been at football. I was the father that showed up in the car seat and let her cry while I was playing.
Oh, man.
So she's over. My point is, though, I was at the scrimmage and I didn't get a real like heads up, like you could be captain. So I'm eating shit and I could have been on the lookout. Not wanting to be a captain either. Now I get it. You have certain guys, you want them to man up and that's fine. But I feel like it's more, and you're fresh. We're all learning together because Andy made that point. And that's why I shut up already. I'm just I talk shit, so I'm gonna be like,
No, I like. Say what the fuck you want to say.
but whatever's best for Done Deal, I'm for it too.
Mhm.
But if I really thought that you guys thought I was best for Done Deal to be captain, then I wouldn't have said a word. That shit felt like fuck it. Throw in Jerry. He's not gonna do the high
So you
man.
feel like you
bitch.
got sabotaged.
He's not gonna do the high man, bitch. He's gonna be a grown man about it. Cause I'll go defeated if it means I get to keep playing with Done Deal. That's what it means. Looking ahead. But like I said, I didn't get a heads up. Like it just felt like, yo, you're captain because these guys don't want to be, and you're right in that mix, and we're gonna put you in there.
Well, what happened was you were on a list of like 4 to 5 players as to like who should we put like towards the bottom end of the captains, right? Like you were on that list. Obviously, there were some players that didn't have the leadership qualities, that weren't up for the challenge. What you say, like, oh, we're gonna man up, or what you like to say, right?
I didn't get to have an option to be up for the challenge. I got
But
bamboozled.
I do remember, and I think you thought that we were trolling, or you thought that we were joking, that me and Andres, while we were like setting up the field or whatever, we're like, hey, what's up, Cap? What's up, Cap? We were telling you that. I don't know if you remember that.
And you thought that was.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying it was heads up. I'm not saying it was a formal heads up, but we did say, hey,
listen,
you're on our list.
That's even worse.
Even worse?
I didn't even get to start watching. That's even worse.
Listen, my opinion is
because you didn't evaluate. You guys didn't evaluate.
Who should have been a captain over you?
What's that?
Who should have been a captain over you?
Oh, I don't have a list, but
So you're gonna sit here that you tell me that we didn't evaluate properly, and that there should be people that should be a captain over you, but you can't give me a name?
Fucking Jaime. Jaime can throw and is a number one on offense.
I mean, I think we all know why Jaime was not a captain.
He's an easy one to throw. I'm not gonna I love Jaime, bro. The kid is amazing.
I mean, he was my teammate. Fucking love him. I want him to be a cap.
I give him the benefit of the doubt because this guy doesn't never like. I was surprised.
He brought up some great points. I mean, he brought like no disrespect to him. I loved him, but he was right. He said it. He's like, I'm not gonna be on my phone. I'm not gonna be attentive to my team. Like I barely even write in the chat or whatever. So there's the leadership quality.
I barely write in the chat, and he's been responding to every shit that I say about him. And he sends his little, oh, cheers, boys. Come on, get out of here, bro.
That's true.
You guys didn't evaluate me. I'm not a number one on offense.
We didn't evaluate. We already knew you. We knew everything about you, what you could do and not do. And the performance that you had in that playoffs was great.
Okay.
You had a great season, bro.
Let's just go back with a heads up would have been nice. How about that?
I agree. Look, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. We should have given you a more formal heads up. But I do think it's a pretty cool thing to be a captain. I mean, I wish I was a captain, but I know I'm nowhere near that level. My brain's there, but my body's nowhere near it. So yeah, like at the end of the day, bro, it sucks you didn't get the heads up. But at the end of the day, you're good as your opportunities. I always fucking say that. And you son of a gun, you had an opportunity, bro. This was one of the Done Deal drafts where picking your spot was so crucial. Because before, if you were ranked, like let's say, if you were ranked like number 1, right? And on 4-on-4, you would maybe go towards the back of the draft, and that's not a bad thing because you wouldn't end up with the worst player, right?
Dude, this is what I mean by getting a heads up. I'm not a draft. I don't know. I've never done the fucking math. I play fantasy football. I don't care.
And you drafted. Yes, I was there. You drafted someone so shitty.
I won, by the way.
You won? Oh fuck.
No, but I got lucky at the end. The right guy started scoring. Listen, I can tell you how that went down.
Yeah, talked about your trades, bro. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I don't care. You could say I wasn't prepared. I don't know about this and that. Jerry, no, you're not an idiot, bro. I know you just found out what vertical and horizontal means, but bro, that does not mean shit. All right, bro.
Listen, I think it was Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember it being a holiday at my job. That Saturday, when was the scrimmage? It was the 13th, right?
Right.
Whatever. Fuck that.
It was fast though. It was definitely quote unquote rushed. I get it.
I was pissed. I wasn't sensitive. I was pissed. I was like, these motherfuckers only chose that. This was my mentality because of not getting the heads up. I was like, they only chose me because he'll say something, but he's not gonna bitch. He's gonna take the hits. He'll take the losses. We need a captain. So I was like, damn, because I didn't get a heads up. Right?
Right.
I hadn't spoken to any of you about it yet. So the next day, I'm fucking pissed. And AJ, who I love AJ. He's even worked at Shorty's Barbecue. It's funny because we've always been kind of parallel, right? Love AJ. He hits me up with a trade. I was like, I love AJ. Whatever, he's not fucking me. I didn't pay attention to it. And because I've never been a captain, hold on. I've never been a captain. I didn't count my spaces. So when I saw the number, I forgot that I'm ranked. My tier, you can't pick my tier. So I didn't do the math 20 steps ahead.
Oh my God, bro.
So since I was pissed, I did the first 2 trades that ended up where I was at. When I got to get home and get settled, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe this happened for a reason because that's how I am. It all lines up the way it's supposed to. Because I was oblivious. So I was like, call it what you want. The universe is setting it up for me. I looked at where I was picking and I was like, okay, I'm going to gamble on getting Caesar to have speed because my 3 tier 6s aren't at the bottom. Right? I was going after Alex Ross, which is a funny conversation. I didn't know who the fuck he was, but because you guys ranked him, I felt like there was some collusion and somebody was trying to get him. Somebody knew something about him. So I was like, how the fuck do I know? Chris D gave me a heads up about him, of course. The one and only Chris D, Giants. I call Piki, or Piki calls me. I forgot. He happens to have the Columbus coach sitting next to him on this phone call. All right, check it out, the timing. We weren't even talking about Ross, I believe. And he heard pick up Ross. I mean, he heard something. He said, pick up Ross. He can throw. I coached him. And then I found out the kid played college football. So I was like, fuck, this is done deal. Somebody that can.
Oh, I got inside info. Oh, shit.
Huh?
I got inside info right now. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got somebody. This is not worlds competitive.
Right.
So somebody that can actually throw a football. And I heard he played defense. I was like, perfect. I looked at my draft spots. I was like, I'm going to take Ian, who's a fucking
dog.
Who's a dog. The only thing with Ian, when it clicks, if he hustles every fucking play, he's going to be done. I think his motor, he's going to work on his motor. If he wants to, who gives a fuck anyway? But that's it. That's the only thing I would say about Ian. And then Ross is my quarterback. And then I'm going to bet, this is where the gamble was, that Caesar doesn't get taken. Because I played with him with the Rams, and I liked him as a rusher because he listened. And he has a motor. And he wants to win. Then my next gamble was, I found out that Kevin KG, who I call him, played with Ross before. So now I know this guy plays football. That's it. Then my last pick, which ended up working out great, because now I got Marine. Remember how shit starts to line up? My first week of done deal was a learning experience. Of course, I'm probably being biased, but my first week, second season, was also Ross's first learning experience. So I remember mine. This kid is young, and he's a fucking... Listen, he might not be a problem this season, but once he gets it, that kid's going to be a problem.
So
I like my my defense. I like my defense. I just need Ross to connect on offense. We're gonna go as far as Ross takes us.
So yeah, let's talk about it. 27 for 54, 4 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He almost threw as much as interceptions as Andy and Devin.
Yeah, but there's a fuck up stat there.
They did?
Yeah, because
you stat keepers.
Yeah, no, which is our fault. I agree with Andres. At the end of the day,
thank you for taking some responsibility, bro. A lot of people don't do that. I don't like fucking refing.
So I mean, clearly, thank God for you. You helped me out, but it's our fault. We gotta go if you're caring about the stats. So I gotta tell Alex,
exactly.
make sure they got the 3 touchdowns we threw. Make sure I get the interception. If that's if it helps the league stay accurate. So it's not on the stat keepers. It's on us.
I'm just gonna challenge to everybody that complains about the stats and stuff like that. Oh, they didn't get that right. Whoever complains about it or anything or has an issue, message me and I'll make sure that you'll be the head stat keeper and you'll do the stats since people like to complain about it, right? So to continue this, what is your beef with Ray in the chat?
That motherfucker's delusional. Listen, I have never met actually Peaky, but Peaky got game. But I've never met we don't have it's fake. First of all, the guy is phenomenal. The guy is phenomenal human being. I'm a big fan of fucking fathers that show up. So the guy's a great guy off the field. He's fucking delusional on the field. The guy has athletic raw talent, but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think he's been on a right team or somebody. I'm pretty sure he didn't grow up playing flag. I'm not sure if he played real football because that's what happens. When they line up and get done in, I play real football. But that man, lost to Don't Sleep. I don't. He's never beaten Don't Sleep. And then he'll try to say some shit that I didn't do. Well, I did because I remember one whole ass game. Willie threw purposely, and you can ask Kevin, Willie, whoever was there. He was talking so much shit through a chat that our boy Coco was telling us. And we literally, Willie, that's what's good about Willie, attacked his side for the whole first half of the game. And I think we went 21-0 or 28-0 purposely. All of us had a turn riding that train. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I found that interesting.
So he's all he could talk about is my age and this and that, which is fine because even at my age, I'm better than what he is at his youth. The guy is beautiful off the field. He's fucking delusional on the field.
Well, I mean, he'll make his done deal debut, I think, this week, right?
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
I guess he'll get that learning experience that you're talking about.
Oh no, not just that, because he spoke shit about my record. But he's got his first experience. He doesn't have a quarterback, and they're missing another guy. He's missing 2 guys. He's missing his captain, Al.
Oh shit.
Who probably tells him what to do on defense, and the reason why they score.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Panthers. Who's the most overrated player in Done Deal?
Most overrated player in Done Deal. I'd say what you guys do a really good. I think you guys do a good job of
ranking. Okay, but
ranking.
Who do you think just?
For his mouth. Now
yeah, you can say it like that.
Devin.
For real, man, Devin's he's usually down and then goes up a bit, but then goes straight back down. What's up with those inconsistencies, bro?
I don't know. He's not that guy right now. So
he ain't that guy, bro.
I don't know why he talks that much.
I try to tell people about Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, but they don't want to listen to me. So who's the most underrated player in the deal?
Underrated?
Yeah. Who doesn't get them enough love? Who is someone that you see you're fuck, bro, that guy's problem. That guy's good.
Alex Ross.
Someone that's not your teammate.
Why you? Oh, okay. Sorry, I apologize.
Come on, bro. Don't give me easy answers. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know, but I don't. You know what? I came unprepared. I don't have the names.
No one on top of your list that you feel like doesn't get enough love.
Fuck. I would say David as a captain and a fucking baller.
So the guy that's ranked number 1.
Yeah, but with his peers.
Okay.
People still talk shit about the guy. I don't have a fucking list. I gotta go off the guys I played.
All right. So, what do you think? Did you? I mean, I was kind of like,
Mikey. I go with Mikey.
all right. It's funny because that was my next question. That was my next question.
Mikey's
There was a whole little situation with Devin and Mikey in the chat. Did you pay attention to that or no?
To Devin and Mikey?
Yeah, I think Devin said something like
no.
Weird.
You gotta tell me because as soon as I see Devin speak, I already.
I could be wrong. I'm not trying to. I'm just going off what I read, but Devin said something about kids and his boys, and you know how Mikey's about to be a father, something like that. I don't know, bro. I could be wrong. And then I just remember Mikey saying, "Oh, I don't talk never you should never mention like kids and wives in here, or something like that." No.
No, I agree, but I didn't see that.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I was trying to get some insight because I don't know. I just see your name a lot in the chat, so I figured that you would know something about that. But maybe I'm just fabricating things. Who knows? Who's someone you'll never draft in Done Deal?
Dude, that kid.
Yeah,
I don't know
that kid. Yeah, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, but once I say it, I don't know his name.
Bro.
But in the scrimmage, I know he was coaching up Lulu and Kevin.
Lulu told me about that, and we couldn't figure out who that kid was.
But hold on.
What team is he on?
I don't know. We don't know.
It's Joel.
No,
it's Joel.
Yeah,
my producer just said it.
Joel's got to learn his fucking place because he told Kevin about defense and offense and told Lulu, and I'm like, what the fuck? And apparently, I think on his team he spoke some shit, but the kid's got a bad rap right now.
He does. Yeah. So now we finally got to figure out the mystery name that Lulu was talking about in the last hot seat because I was like, we couldn't figure it out. We couldn't figure it out who it was, but damn, Joel trying to educate everybody, man. We got a lot of educated people here, bro. But
no,
hey, man,
it's that whole new school entitlement, bro.
The new school entitlement.
That's why I didn't give a shit where I was ranked last season. I was just happy to be in it. I wasn't telling nobody shit.
Right. It's a difference there. Who's a team that's constructed right now that you feel like is overrated in the sense where like, bro, like they're not gonna do shit. Maybe they have a good record, maybe they're doing well, but you're at the end of the day, they're not gonna do shit.
So don't go with the easy answer, Devin, right? And
I don't think they have a good record.
Oh, you're saying good record?
Yeah, like a team that's good right now. Like you have Titans, Bengals, Chiefs, Jaguars, Raiders, Seahawks, Dolphins, Panthers, Ravens. Pretty much those teams have good records right now, or had a good week one.
Say it again one more time. Sorry.
Titans, Bengals, Chiefs, Jaguars, Raiders, Seahawks, Dolphins, Panthers, Ravens.
Titans.
Oof. Mr. Anthony.
Who's the dog?
He's bro. I love that kid, bro.
I was like throwing, but he can throw. He can game.
Yeah, he's a football player, bro.
I honestly think I'm gonna be biased, but by the time we played them, we were going 5 hard. Like I said, Alex Ross was learning Done Deal's fucking heat and all this shit, playing both sides. We got fucked on a delay of game. That we not that we got called delay of game and we could have scored. No, that we scored, and they were like, and we all looked around like, what was the call? Delay of game type shit that could have changed the game. My point being, like, we lost, and that we literally were playing our worst and lost by 1. So I don't, because I don't think he has a real, like, I don't know. I'm a defensive guy, so I don't think he has a speed threat.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people saying that their schedule was easy, that they had a lucky week. So I guess, bro, week 2 will say a lot. Your top 5 QBs in Done Deal right now, rank them.
Top 5 QBs.
Start with 5. Why not start with 1? I guess it'll be easier if we start with the best. Yeah.
Go with Peaky.
So Peaky's the number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Peaky's the best QB.
Yes.
Number 2.
Done Deal. Willie.
Damn, Willie's okay.
Just because I know what he can do offensively as quarterback, clearly.
Right. Hey, you heard that, Willie? You know he don't got you number one.
Regardless of who he has, except that Peaky right now knows all. Peaky's a fucking brain, so he knows all the rules. He knows what to do situational. I think Willie might run into problems situational.
Okay.
Done deals rules. Okay, but you said quarterback. All right, Peaky, Willie. I'm trying to see who I. Lulu.
That talk about someone fucking putting in the work at the position.
Chris D and David.
Chris D and David. So you got David as the fourth best quarterback in done deal. You have David number 5. Why is Chris D over David?
Because I played with him.
Oh,
he got better every game. And that's it. I take him at quarterback. We're talking about quarterback. I take him at quarterback as a gamer over David at quarterback.
That's interesting, to say the least. But what are your thoughts on your boy Kevin? Kevin, you told me, I remember this that I never forget. You said, bro, I'm excited that Kevin got in, but I'm more excited that people get to see Kevin as the human being, as the person. And that struck me. I was like, 'cause I've never met this guy. And bro, I mean, so far, like, you hit on it. You've hit on it. And aside from his football ability, which obviously we all know what the fuck he could do, I'm seeing what you're saying. How do you think he's done so far in Done Deal? And tell us, maybe, because you guys talk a lot, and how much has he enjoyed Done Deal? What does he think about it? You know?
Well, I mean, he loves it. Because I was talking to the Don't Sleep guys, and he was, just basically saying you were right, and he loves it. He's cracking up on the sides. I think he got fucked week 1 for obvious reasons. What was the rest of that question?
I said pretty much, how do you think that his week 1 went?
He got fucked.
Right. Do you think maybe his team will eventually pick it up? Do you think he drafted well? Do you think he made the Done Deal rookie captain mistake in the draft? Or do you feel like he, killed it?
I wouldn't say killed it. I'm pretty sure that he would have tweaked it, but he's still gonna be a fucking problem. Right. Even with the guy, he got the guys that he wanted for a reason.
Right.
And I bet on him when he's fully loaded. I bet on him making the right plays, making the right reads, and being just. He
could throw a bit too. I saw him throw. He's
no, he could throw. He's
solid, bro. He's solid as fuck.
He's won B tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, I finally, got to see, the Done Deal aspect, because I feel like it's so interesting for me, as in, like, I see a lot of these guys, playing these tournament stuff, and then I see him come to Done Deal. How's that going to translate, And, bro, I mean, I see it, bro. In my opinion, if he drafted better, I think his team and the draft positions and the players he got at those spots, if he would have switched it up, bro, the Rams would be a fucking contender.
I think he could have gotten Willie.
He could have gotten Willie, yes, 100%. And then I think he still could have gotten Freddie on his next pick, which is funny.
Yeah, that's where he would have been clear favorite.
I think that would have been a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where he tweaks it.
But yeah, and I see it too, bro. I see him in the huddles. I see him, I mean, in the sidelines, talking to people, engaging. I see him, nothing but nice things to say about him. So I'm glad.
The guy, his first year teaching, he won Teacher of the Year.
Wow.
His high school program, Palmetto, never had girls flag football. They didn't want girls flag football. He got them girls flag football. They're undefeated. Bro, so on and so on. The girls basketball team, they don't want to play for their coach. They don't want to play for Kevin. It goes on and on and on. He's just that guy. He's one of those guys. He's a special guy.
I hope he becomes definitely one of those staples that we haven't done deals because we have a few of them. So, I would love to see that. So,
but he will because that's his passion. He loves football.
So, to say the least, I feel like it's been a great hot seat. You've given us a lot of info that I felt like a lot of people didn't know. But it comes to the end right now. So, what is a question you have for me, sir? One question that you could ask me. I'll be 100% honest. No GGs.
I already asked.
So that was your question.
Are you guys gonna do better with the captain selection? You know what? Hold on, time out. My bad. Are you guys going to rank people the way you guys rank, which is pretty fair and pretty accurate? Of course, you can debate anything because anything that's different is going to be debatable. But from now on, if somebody, it's like if you're ranked where you're ranked and you don't want to be captain, then you can't play that season. You got to wait for rankings to be different.
I think that's a good conversation to have. At the end of the day, I feel like pretty much the people that should have been captain that were captains, like for example, this Willie kid, right? He's captain like level, like skill set. Like he's fucking disgusting. I mean, you saw that freaking diving pick. Like you don't see fucking people doing that shit. He locks up, he does all that, but he's not a captain in Done Deal season 1. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't know anyone, right? We don't see him communicating, talking to that many people. We don't know his leadership qualities, all this and that. So yeah, I think he's a captain. I think next season is definitely a debate. But at the end of the day, that guy was super high, right? And then all of a sudden he dropped all the way to David. So that says a lot. But we'll definitely evaluate a little bit better. So I have start, bench, GGs. Pretty much who you're going to start, who you're going to bench, who you're going to kick out. GGs, get them the fuck out. Kevin, Willie, Peter. Start, bench, GGs.
Start, bench, GGs. I start Kevin, bench Pete, kick Willie the fuck out.
Get Willie the fuck out of there, Mr. 3-0. You balled last week, by the way. Eddie, Yon, Peaky. Start, bench, GGs.
You're Eddie Sportsmania, correct?
Yes.
Star Peaky. My bad. It almost didn't even come out. It's hard.
Yes.
Star Peaky. Bench Eddie and throw out Johan. Sorry, Johan. Johan. Oh, yeah, him too.
Okay. All right. So then start, bench, GGs. Your last one. David, Baca, Chris D.
Baca out. Damn. And we're starting because this is not a quarterback. This is just period playing football.
Overall.
I'm going to take David and bench Chris D.
Hey, so you're starting David overall over Chris D.
Yeah, I can have an explanation, or you just want to stay with it.
I want to give me an explanation. Yeah.
All right, David as a receiver running routes, and he's quicker. That's the only thing. If I see overall, because Chris D and him Chris D has better size defensively.
Right.
But like I said, I think he's more of a problem if he plays receiver than Chris playing receiver. But if it's quarterback, it's Chris. If it's just defense, Chris. But if it's overall, it's David.
All right, Mr. Jerry. Thank you for your time. I know it was definitely an interesting hot seat. A lot of info that was brought to us from past days, came back to light. You got to share the don't sleep side of things. And I think a lot of people are interested in that. Any last words for the Done Dealers?
Bro, just keep on fucking playing, talking shit. This shit's awesome. I love it. I think everybody else is on the same page. And thank you to the one that gave birth to it, which I believe is Andres, right?
Yeah.
And then the rest of you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Hey, man. Retweet on that. All right, guys. Make sure y'all show some love to The Rhodes. Hit up Andy for any home care needs and all that, man. He's got to go to. So, see y'all week 2. Y'all suck. Peace.
Y no la culpa es que cualquiera va a caer con su sonrisa.